Did you know your zodiac sign might secretly clash with someone else's vibe, even if you both are too polite to admit it? That's right. The zodiac isn't just about romance and compatibility. It can also determine why some friendships feel complicated. Today, we're pulling back the stars' curtain to reveal zodiac pairings that low-key clash, even if they pretend not to. Brace yourself, because some of these may hit close to home. All right, let's dive in. First up, Pisces and Aries. Sounds random, right? But think harder. Sensitive and dreamy Pisces versus bold, headstrong Aries. This is a match made in passive-aggressive heaven. Pisces are emotional sponges who soak up feelings without boundaries, while Aries arrives stomping in, loud and determined, without even noticing the sensitivity around them. And here's where it gets tricky. Pisces may never openly show their frustration, but internally, they're throwing swooning tantrums because Aries had the audacity to interrupt their mystical inner peace. Meanwhile, Aries might find Pisces too vague and sentimental for their taste. These two signs are like water and fire. Literally. One snuffs out the other. Should we call it polite disdain or celestial chaos? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, Gemini versus Virgo. Now, if you're either sign, don't come for me, just hear me out. Gemini thrives on spontaneity and chaotic energy. You know that friend who completely forgets plans but shows up at your place like, "Hey, wanna do skydiving right now?" Yeah, that's Gemini. Virgo, on the other hand, meticulously plans their world weeks in advance, organizing their Pinterest board for every minor decision. So, when you put these two in a room, Gemini thinks Virgo's an uptight perfectionist, and Virgo secretly labels Gemini as the fun ruiner who causes anxiety. Worse yet, Geminis try to mask their annoyance by joking about Virgo's control freak vibes, but Virgos know. They see right through that act. Think Hermione Granger judging Fred and George Weasley's antics. They might not outwardly argue, but deep down, there's a cold war between chaos and order. Let's switch gears to another secret clash. Leo versus Capricorn, the ultimate battle of ego versus ambition. Leos love being in the spotlight. They're all about glam, recognition, applause, and they thrive when they're the center of attention. Capricorns, on the other hand, quietly climb the mountain of success with sheer discipline. They don't show off for claps. They work hard for power and money. When these two are in the same space, for example, at a networking event, or even a group project, it's like two players fighting for MVP status. Leos might think Capricorns are boring buzzkills, unwilling to match their infectious vibe. Meanwhile, Capricorns low-key judge Leo's "look at me" energy as frivolous and immature. Picture this as The Great Gatsby versus Jay-Z, two totally different methods of flaunting success, but they'll never see eye to eye. Now, let's talk about the most surprising entry on this list: Sagittarius and Taurus. On paper, these two shouldn't clash, but the tension is undeniable when you look deeper. Sagittarius is that free-spirited wanderer who craves spontaneous adventures and wild experiences. Taurus, however, is all about stability. They love cozy nights in, gourmet dinners, and dependable routines. You can imagine what happens when Sag suggests an impulsive road trip, and Taurus demands a 5-star hotel itinerary with planned meals in a touristy town. Their values are completely different. Sagittarius sees Taurus as too predictable, while Taurus looks at Sag as reckless with no clear direction. It's like trying to mix oil and water. They just don't blend. And honestly, Taurus will probably stick to their plush comfort zone, rolling their eyes at Sagittarius's restless soul. Finally, my personal favorite, Aquarius and Scorpio. Whew, this duo is the epitome of an iceberg waiting to sink the Titanic. Both are considered highly intelligent signs, but their methods of processing emotions couldn't be more different. Aquarius prides themselves on being detached, logical, and futuristic. They're all about facts and intellectual debates. Scorpio, on the other hand, thrives in emotional intensity and spiritual transformation. When these two are paired together, it's like watching a sci-fi android argue with a gothic poet. The Aquarius tends to intellectualize conflict, while the Scorpio despises their lack of feeling. They silently resent each other, a quiet storm brewing between icy indifference and volcanic emotions, making it clear these two will never truly click. Did you notice any patterns? The underlying theme often boils down to contrasting communication styles and values, and that dynamic can make relationships complicated, even if no one says it out loud. But here's where astrology gets interesting. These clashes don't mean it's impossible to get along. In fact, knowing this about yourself and about the people you're clashing with actually gives you a leg up in improving emotional harmony. And if we somehow completely roasted your sign today, don't worry. Your secret is safe with us. Probably. So, is your sign one of the clashing pairs? Or do you completely disagree with this list? Drop your opinions in the comments, share this video with your Zodiac-obsessed bestie, and remember, next week, we're uncovering the Zodiac signs most likely to hold grudges for eternity. Trust me, you won't want to miss that drama. Hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to click the link in the description for your personalized reading. Stay cosmic, everyone.